Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you don't know, hi, I'm Kai. And so today we are reviewing, where did I put it? There it is. The Profusion Cosmetics Mattes palette. And for those of you who are wondering, there are 21 shades in this palette and you get a dual-ended brush. And I haven't cracked it open yet, but the brush looks really nice. And I got this one for 10 bucks at Walmart. Okay, so when you crack her open, you've got one of the little plastic sheets here, and it's taped down at the bottom. And it's glued on the sides, so that's kind of nice. So here she is without the plastic cover on. And my lighting really doesn't do it justice. This is a beautiful palette. And the brush is like this. So you've got one side for your crease and the other for your lid. And oh, it's nice and soft. So I'm going to go ahead and swatch a few, and then we will go from there. So it almost looks like somebody already dipped into Go Girl with a brush. So let's just swatch her. Ooh, let's go into Proud. Oh, that's soft. Proud is very soft. So feels like these have different formulas almost. Going into Dynasty, which is that orange shade. And then Serendipity, which is that yellow. So here we have Go Girl. And then we have Proud, Dynasty, and Serendipity. You can't really see it with the lighting, but Serendipity is fairly pigmented for a yellow. So, oh Lord, what do I want to do? I'm going to use the brush they gave us. I'm going to use the crease end and dip into Heavenly, which is this shade right here. Okay, there's a little bit of kickback. So I ended up shaving off like half my brows, like, oh, I want to say like a week ago. But I'm kind of living for it. I might actually shave off the rest. So some of the brush hairs are kind of long. And I'm going to go into, let's go into Fearless, which is this shade here. And I'm going to take the crease brush still that we just used. I'm going to put that in my outer corner. Oh, hello, pigment. Sorry for the lighting, you guys. The sun has not woken up yet. And my light on that side is the sun. So that's why my lighting is even worse than usual. And my eyes are slightly hooded. So usually when I go into the crease, I go right above my crease. And then I'm just taking this right into my actual crease. try to blend some of that pigment. Okay. I don't know why. The first time I dip into a shadow, I usually go way too heavy. And then the next time, I don't do it nearly heavy enough. So this is super cute so far. So I'm going to take the lid end, I guess you would call it. And I'm just going to take the tip of it. I'm going to dip it into VIP, which is the black shade. Okay, here we go. VIP seems to be a bit harder than some of the lighter shades, which is nice. And I'm just going to take that on my lash line on the outer corner, and I'm going to wing it up. What do you want? Mommy's making a video. Go away. There's a kitty looking at me through the doorway. Now I'm just going to blend it towards my inner corner. So we've got some thick shadow liner. But don't worry, we're going to blend it out. There's a method to my madness. Always. Okay. So now we're going to put this guy down. And we're going to pick up the large eyeshadow brush from Wet n Wild. And we are going to go into Devoted. And we're just going to pat her across the lid. And yes, we are going over VIP as well. And that kind of neutralizes it just a tiny bit. And then we can blend it into our wing. I don't know why, I'm just stuck on this eyeshadow shape. Like, I don't mean to do it even, like, it just kind of happens. I guess I just like winged eyeshadow a lot. So these are super pigmented. I was kind of worried because, well, let's face it, 21 shades and a nice brush for $10. Usually the pigments would be like super cruddy, but not today, apparently. And then I'm just going to blend everything up a bit using the same brush, no extra pigment. Okie doke. And now I'm just going to take this crease brush from Wet n Wild again, And I am going to dip into Sugar, which is like this really pale, almost white yellow. I have another shadow called Sugar. It's from Wet n Wild, but it's a shimmery white. And I'm just going to go along the edges just to kind of diffuse it a bit. So if you ever get a little too high with your blending, this is a great trick. Is to just take a lighter shade, matte typically, unless you're into that sort of thing. If you like a shimmery transition, I'm not gonna, judge you, but I prefer a nice matte most of the time. Okay, and so we're going to set her aside for a second. And we are going to apply some eyeliner. And I have the Blackheart Beauty Quill Liquid Liner, which, if you guys couldn't tell, is my total favorite. One dip covers both lash lines. And now I'm just going to follow the shape of my eyeshadow. Kind of going along where I can just barely see what's left of VIP. The only issue I have with this liner is when it comes to filling in my wing, because the tip on it is so fine. Sometimes if you wipe it off on the edge, you will get some chunks just from where it dried, which you'll get with any liquid liner. I'm just going to sharpen this one up just a tiny bit more. There we go. Extend that one to match it. Those are fairly even. We'll call that good. I'm not going to be too anal about my liner today. This is a shadow review. And then I've been practicing with lashes. So we're going to see here. Should we do lashes today? Yeah, let's do lashes today. If I can find my tweezers and my glue. Oh, hello, dirty lashes. Okay, so my lashes are dirty. There's fluffies in them. So we're not going to do lashes today. But, of course, we are going to do brows. And I'm just going to take the LA Colors Brow Tint in the shade Dark Brown. And I'm going to take my e.l.f. eyebrow duo brush. And I'm just going to brush off the powder with the spoolie end that's left on my brows. Well, what's left of my brows. And then ever so delicately frame them out. Hi, Jude. Did you come to see what I'm doing? There's a kitty at my feet. Oh, really? Are you telling the people watching all about it? Hmm? Are you trying with your tiny voice? The only problem I really have with this is if you go over and there's not much left on your brush, it'll actually take off product. I think that brow looks pretty decent. Ah, there's a giant fuzzy on my brush. Where'd you come from? Sweetie, I'm doing my eyebrows. I cannot pick you up right now. Oh, those are not even close. Okay. Even you ladies out a bit. Okay, that's much better. Well, they're not twins, but they're certainly sisters, so. At least they're related. On monitor, it doesn't look too bad. So, that's really. So, I am going to toss in some mascara. And this is the Revlon Mega Multiplier Mascara. Ooh, it was stringy do. Don't you love it when you pull your mascara out and there's just like the bit of goo just like dangling? And you can really tell quite the difference. And you guys at home would probably be able to tell better or a bigger difference if I had a decent camera. Yesterday was Black Friday and we were supposed to look at cameras. But someone had to get a crock pot and a knife set and a bunch of Tupperware instead. And that someone was me. Because I'm bad. I'm not the only one who did bad though, because my boyfriend was supposed to get this $200 TV. Instead, he gets this $250 TV. But in all fairness, the one we wanted was at the other Walmart. which is ridiculous. It wasn't even that much off of the actual price tag, though. What do you want? You want this? You want the Wubba Wubba? My cat is entranced by just the little plastic sheet that was over the pallet. Wubba Wubba. Here. Have the Wubba Wubba. Have it. Take it. Leave me alone. And so I'm going to go back into the palette with a little pencil brush. Or do I have... Oh, I do. Goody. I'm just going to take this little flat brush. Ah! The lid is nice and heavy, which is nice. And you don't get a mirror, which kind of sucks. But at the same time, girl, it's 21 shades and a fairly nice brush. For $10. So... And these shades are pretty pigmented. And I'm just taking Devoted on my lower lash line. Okay. And now, just to have some fun, I'm going to take on the tip of this little flat brush, I'm going to dip into Madly, which is this shade here. And I'm just going to take it up next to my eyeliner. And I'm going to take it down into my lower crease, as I call it, and put it right above my lower crease. So it's right where it's going to be fading into what we put down right before it. Okay, and now I'm going to dip back into Devoted. And just go over where we put her before. Okay, so there's that. And I, so far, love everything that I've tried. I really need to swatch this one right quick. The Slick, because it looks almost metallic. See? The camera doesn't pick it up quite as much. But yeah, that looks almost metallic. You guys see that? So, Slick is the only one I have issues with. All the others, they're nice and matte. They're pigmented. There's a teensy bit of kickback. Just like the tiniest bit. Which is not a huge issue for me. Because, let's face it, they're powders. There's going to be kickback. But like I said, it's just like the tiniest amount to where, like, unless you're really digging in there, you're probably not even going to notice it. And there's even little instructions on the back for one of the looks that you can do right here, which is pretty neato. And what are you playing with? Go away. On the back it says, incorporating 21 mattes in high impact colors. This palette is designed to amplify your features effortlessly. A collection of easy blend matte shadows in an array of wearable colors. I will agree there. From creams to beiges and rusty oranges to deep smoky shades, richly pigmented, ideal for all skin tones, Pro Series brush included. And I will agree that this is actually a pretty nice brush. I might actually, after I clean it, obviously, because I like to keep my pro brushes that I use on my clients stain free. So, yeah, I clean those suckers methodically. But I might actually add this to my pro kit. Would you quit knocking stuff off my side table? Come here, you bugger. Come here. Quit causing troubles. Quit causing troubles. Mommy's trying to wrap up her video. Quit it. Or I'll put, oh, I already put lipstick on you. Or I'll put more lipstick on you. So, for those of you who don't know, this is Judas. This is my baby. Go up there so you're not causing trouble. You good boy. So I do like the palette. I might actually add it to my pro kit. I keep my makeup and the makeup I use on my clients separate. It just makes it a lot easier to keep track of stuff. Because then I'm not like, oh, I want to use blah 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 palette on this client tonight. And then have to pack it and end up forgetting that bag or something. No, I just have one kit that I keep everything that I use on my clients on, which is nice because then I've got the ones that I have to sanitize after each use, and then I've got mine, which is nice. And quit it. Quit it. So, yeah. So I will wrap this video up because it's gotten really, really long. So I will see you guys in the next video. Toodles!